everybody, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade Chat and EM Repair. I am wearing one of my cool MGC shirts that I bought at the Midwest Gaming Classic. If you weren't there, I don't know what's up with you and why you weren't there, but man, we had a blast at Midwest Gaming Classic. Wow, we had a blast. I just got this in the mail. Meteor. Watch my pinball parts or not and find out what's up with that. Anyways, I got my what do you call it? My Arnold Palmer half and half. Focus. I got my stuff in order set. But yeah, I'm not gonna be around Sunday. I think Sunday is Easter. I don't remember. Yeah, Sunday's Easter, so I'm not gonna be around on Easter. At least I don't think I'm gonna be. But so I figured I need to get this done and completely out of my way. So I figured, well, I can pound this out in about an hour or so. That's where you guys come along and join me in my fun. I figure, oh well, you guys are here. I might as well stream this because it's got to go. I don't want to kind of like skip a stream in the middle and have you guys be like, hey, why didn't you do those score reels with us? Why did you just skip us on that? I didn't want to do that, so I figured, well, I better do this now. Alright, we are gonna be working on this one. I might as well put that in the middle and get that ready to tear apart. So everything's been cleaned already. I still have to put new coil sleeves in. Well, I mean, the clean is the score reels and the plastic mechanics for the score reels, as my grandma would have said. Mechanic. Plug the buzzer in. I did fix my buzzer right here. It had a little plug-in cord that plugged itself into each other, and that was being a PITAA, where it was flickering power. So I just cut the cord off and soldered it together. Because we need to get that clean. And where did I put my, right here, my naphtha. We are going to take, I just want to make sure you guys can see. We're going to take this apart, get the coil out. So I got to clean that area. But I figured, you know what, might as well just get this done. Cause I got pinballs to work on. I sold a game at MGC and I have to refurbish it. So I got to work on that. Got to work on this. There's my napsa. So we're going to work on everything together. Oh yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. Sorry I didn't get to meet everybody. I know a couple of people are like, you were busy, I didn't get to talk to you. Yeah, just stop and say hi. Usually whoever I'm talking to will understand. I ran into it all weekend myself with my friends. People would come up and be like, hey, I know you, blah, 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 blah. And I can talk to my friends all day. You know, it's just people that I don't see, I don't get to talk to every day. So I think it would be kind of cool to talk to strange people every now and then. And I don't mean strange as in you're strange and weird. You may be, but you're just strange because I've never talked to you, so you're a stranger to me. But then once we talk, then we're not strangers anymore. You know what I mean, bro? So now we're going to clean. There, that's pretty clean. Alright. Coil sleeve. Coil. You go on like that. This needs to get clean too. So, welcome everybody who just popped in. You want to say something, feel free. If you just want to be quiet and lurk, that's cool too. I get a lot of people that just pop in for a couple seconds and then pop out, which is alright. Maybe it's not their cup of tea to watch somebody do pinball repair. Maybe it is. But I will. So right now I'm putting the coil stop back on. After I just cleaned everything, we put a new coil sleeve in. And we're putting a new coil stop on. Alright, that's the small side. I mean, we're putting a clean coil stop back on. This we will clean off too. Where's that? Right here. This is just nasty also. Alright, this is garbage. Now that we got that cleaned off, I'm going to clean this. This is just a green 3M scrubby. You only got to clean these traces here, nothing else. You don't have to clean all the way up to the top. Nothing touches that. Therefore, it doesn't need to be cleaned at all. That's good. That's good. Now we're going to take a little grease, put it on my finger. Well, I want a little, not a big glop. I'm going to smear this on there. Just on the area where we need it to be. And I'm going to wipe the excess off. We only want that little micro layer of grease on there. That's all we want on it. That is all that's needed. I'll take the screw. Put the screw back in. Like that. Get one of these. We will clean this off. These need to be cleaned off because they went through my ultrasonic cleaner. They may have a slight little light coat of rust on them from not getting dried off all the way. I don't want that on there. It's not going to harm anything, but the smoother you can make these, this metal part here, smoother you can make that, the better the whole mech works. This will go on there. Now, if you do remember, we did not have all of these clips, but I do have extras. don't know what happened to them all. This, I gotta clean these off. Put my finger under there, put pressure on it so I don't bend them. That's clean. Plunger can go in. I need these cleaned. These I should have just tumbled and they would have been done. But the green scrubby will do their job on them. This goes on there like that, and then like this. This can be a little bare to put on sometimes because the way it's set up. There. Because there's tabs, 2 tabs on the back here that kind of like located onto there. And they usually will be blocked by this end of stroke switch here. So yeah, they can be a little bit of a bear to get back in on time. But don't worry. Don't be afraid. These just get snugged down. You don't need them He-Man them. And that will have a little bend up to it. And that is what locks it into its place. This one we cleaned. So this will go down like that. Alright, there we go, that. Now we need a little one. Right here. This will go here. We need to get a new clip. Here goes one. I like pushing the clips on and then giving them a spin. This way I know they're on good. But these are a little loose. That might be why they all fell off. So these I'm actually going to squeeze them a little bit tighter on the part. Still want to be a little bug. Maybe we'll just give them a little squeeze like this then. I like doing it like this. There. Oh yeah, that's better. That one's good. This one was a little bit loose. All right. Little spring, little spring. You go on first. And you go down over on the pole like that. Hey, what's up? What's up, Dave? How are you doing? Long time no see. Yes, I had my favorites and I had my not favorites. Godfather was not a favorite. And also, Galactic Tank was not a favorite. Let's see if that works. Come on. Oh, I did it wrong. Duh. I did it wrong again. There we go. Now it should work. Hey, I'm on the screen with them.
We've been getting the Wolfpack displays.
Cool. Yes, I had favorites and I had not favorites. Two of my favorites, well, my top three was Scooby-Doo, Foo Fighters, and Pulp Fiction. Scooby-Doo, it needs work right now. It needs a lot of coding work right now. Coding work and new flipper buttons. Because I was playing that thing and it was just sticking. The right flippers were all sticking and not being nice. Foo Fighters, it was pretty much there. It was great. It was pretty much there. Pulp Fiction, if you are into classic late 80s and early 90s solid state games and you want a brand new one, get a Pulp Fiction. That game, it does not have a DMD in it, that matrix display, or LCD screen in it. It does not have one. It uses the score digits to do its message. And you think, you know, with today's everything on video games and stuff and pinball machines, that it would be missing the DMD display? No, Pulp Fiction did not need that at all. It was a work of art the way they used score displays to get their word across correctly and effortlessly. Use a piece of paper here so I can see my switches, how they're opening and closing. I don't like that bottom one. It needs to come up a little bit. If you're still Dave, what did you like? I know you like Scooby. We all know that one. Scooby needs a little bit of buffing out, let's say that. And it will be a big time winner. Galactic Tank Force should have not been at MGC. As far as I'm concerned. A game, they should have polished it more than they did. It really sucks that P3 wasn't there. They should have been there. P3 really should have been there. There wasn't even any example of a P3 there, which I think was a loss for them. I think that's doing good. I am just setting the contacts right now on this game. That's what I'm doing, if you're wondering. And that's perfect. I didn't even get to play that, Dave. I wanted to. But there was always kids around it and big adults. So I'm like, you know what? Let them have it. Which one is this? That's the 1,000 unit. Oh, I went out of order. It looked like a great game. It really did. But yeah, like I said, I didn't get to play it. I wanted to spend more time on Scooby-Doo just to get more of a feel for it, but I know you're getting one, so I'm like, well, I'll kind of just wait till Dave gets his. And then there was also a line on it. Pulp Fiction, I didn't even bother. I just waited till everything shut down, and then I played that, which was awesome. Played that with Paul. Paul's like so pumped up for that game because he loves everything about Pulp Fiction. Foo Fighters, I made Melissa play it, and she didn't like it that much. I'm like, what? I did get all high-pitched like that, too. I was like, what? I'm like, don't like Foo Fighters? This game is awesome. But Galactic Tank Force, it needed work. Godfather, sorry, I was not into that game. Everybody can hate me for it, but I was not into Godfather. I think I played 2 games, and I'm like, I'm done. You know, I don't want nothing to do with Godfather. Just, yeah, Godfather, just nothing for me. Don't know why. You know, the movie and everything, yeah, it's awesome, but I don't know, the game did nothing for me. I don't like how that one top shot, if you don't remember to put your flipper up, you get an insta-drain. Didn't like that. Yeah. It's a Jersey Jack pin. You gotta like all that really deep stuff into it. And if you're not a fan of all that deep, complex stuff, you're not gonna like it. I don't know, I didn't like it. I didn't even tell anybody to go play it. Yeah, I wasn't a fan. This EOS switch isn't even doing anything. Oh, because it wasn't supposed to do anything. This is the opposite one. Is it? Yeah, it's the opposite one. This one opens. How does this one work? I have to look at it myself. This is a closed one. Okay, that's probably why I wasn't doing anything. This one stays open, and it will hit it to close it. Yeah, it was crazy this year. It was totally crazy. Yeah, it was best to wait to the end to get in there to do everything. It's kind of what I did. Basically hung out at the poor man's booth most of the time. Made new friends. That's what I like about MGC, is making new friends. Make new friends, hang out with new people, talk to new people. It's like Dan said, thing about gaming, it brings new friends together, which it does. It brings new friends together. People you don't know you're friends with yet. Like Drew and I, we just talked so much. I learned a lot about Drew, which was cool. And that interview panel we were on was totally awesome. I love that. If we do it again, I'm going to say we need to do it for an hour next time. That was fun. I need to find out where that is, actually, so I can promote it. That interview we did was just so awesome. So I don't know how many of these score reels we're going to rebuild. Maybe just 2. We'll do 2 score reels. We'll go over the relays, and then we'll call this done, and I can just pound it out by myself. But yeah, Scooby-Doo, it's going to get its polish that it needs. Because there was like, I was waiting for balls to come through because they were like doing dialogue. And I couldn't bypass any of that dialogue. So I'm like, well, they don't have that programmed. He said it was totally prototype programming, which I understand. So once that gets polished, it's going to be the bomb. Another thing I really didn't like about MGC, there was, it's not MGC's fault, it's people's fault. Do not go up to a machine and put 4 credits into it, especially a brand new machine, and sit there and play all 4 games to yourself. And then not turn around to see if anybody's waiting for you, waiting to play that game, and then do it all over again. Do not do that. That is not cool, people. We had that a couple times. The last one was a kid playing Foo Fighters. He spins around. He sees Melissa and I waiting. He's done with his game. So what does he do? He hits the start button 2 more times, and he plays 2 players. I was so pissed. His dad's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, thinking to myself, well, if you're sorry, tell your kid to get off the game and let other people play it instead of letting them play another 2 games. You know? That's the only thing that really pissed me off at MGC was people that did that. You know, you're waiting to play Pulp Fiction, and then a guy walks up and throws 4 games on it and plays all 4 to himself. Or the guy that's there, he's by himself and he just hits 1 game and plays the 1 game by himself. Every time I was there playing a game and I'd spun around, I'm like, you want to play with me? And a lot of people were like, oh yeah, you know, cool, thanks for offering, you know. So they didn't have to keep waiting. That's what you do, and that's another way of making some, you know, cool friends, doing stuff like that. But yeah, there was, a couple people did that to us, and I was just like, really? Really, you know? But yeah, that's the only thing that I had a problem with at MGC was those couple people that did that. And you guys know who you were. It's just that guy with his kid, you know, I can't believe he just let him just keep going. Before I put another screw in here, let's see if I can get this by. But yeah, I am totally pumped that it was so crazy busy. I just think it was awesome that MGC was as busy as it was. I love that. Am I going to have to take that off, or can I swing it in there? Nope. That's good. All right. But otherwise, yeah, I had a blast. Voodoo Ranger was the one of the sponsors. That was totally awesome. That they reached out to MGC and said, we want to sponsor your show. We love what you're doing. We want to be part of it. Which was totally cool. Hey, Borg Dog, what's up? Since Sunday is Easter, I decided, well, I'm not streaming on Easter. This triple action that I started is in my way, which was my next MGC project. And it also might be a game that I have sold or traded, is actually in my way right now. So I need to get this out of my way so I can finish Bow and Arrow. So I figured, well, it's got to get out of my way, so let's just work on it. There we go. And this goes here. Or Doug, you got to make it up one of these years, or down, or wherever you're at. Got to get to MGC. Dave and I want to play. Yeah. One player, yeah, if you're trying to play as much games as possible, but like I said, don't throw 4 games on there and screw everybody behind you. That was not cool. And look behind you too when you're done. Jeez. If there's nobody waiting behind you, go ahead, throw more games on. But look behind you and see if there's somebody waiting. I had that several times too. People are just like, screw everybody, I'm the only one here, I'm playing whatever I want to play, and I don't care if anybody's waiting. Those are the people that do not need to be coming back next year. You know? Those were the uncool people. Well, we're going to work on trying to get you there next year too. We're going to try to get you there next year also. Dave, we got to work on Board Dog. He needs to come to MGC. He can't just not be coming around, hanging out with us online, and not coming to MGC. We had a couple cool people out. Lane Pinball, saw him again. He's always fun to talk to. Who else did I run into? I can't even tell you who I ran into anymore. There were so many people. I didn't run into Board Dog. I can see that. Let's throw the paper under there. I like throwing paper underneath the switches. That way I can watch them move. I can see what they're doing. Like this one. I'm not getting a lot of spring out of it. This one we are. I can get you guys in there tighter. Just so you can see what I'm doing. Right here. There we go. I'm going to see what I'm doing a little bit better. My goal is I want to watch all these switches, how they open and close. This bottom one, okay, that one just closed. It closed fully, and the bottom one moved. So my next one should make all these move. I didn't really see this one right here move. So I'm going to do that. Well, I can't do that either. I'll open that up a little bit. And this one, I'll bring it down. There. Down, up, close. Now, what are we doing? Do a little bit of movement on that one. If I make it a little tighter. All right. Closed, open, perfect. That's awesome. You guys can see how those go. Once it gets to 9, this rake goes over, closes the bottom contact. So you got closed, closed, closed. When it goes to 0, it now opens all of them. And when it goes from 1 through 8, these are closed and bottom is open. But you know how awesome that would be with a motorcycle at MGC? Parking wise, you'd be like so easy in and out everywhere. Okay, we got 2 reels rebuilt. This is a 9,000. So we're going to tuck that away and get that out of my way. This is the 10,000. Yeah, tuck that away, get that out of my way. There. Now all the wires are connected good. We didn't break any more off. We did break some off the other day, which was good. These ones, you know what? I'm going to rebuild these without you guys, because why do you want to watch me rebuild 2 more square reels? I'll show you other things that I do instead. That way later on I'll just crank up the tunes and I'll work on all this stuff. So let me put some of my junk away and out of the way. I can go there. Alright, I'm going to show you how I do contacts, Jones plugs. These are pretty easy. Williams plugs grab on the side of the Jones plug. So technically, you're cleaning. Let me get my Jones plug kit that I show people. Don't waste your time polishing the whole damn Jones plug. That's what I'm saying. This Jones plug on Williams, it only grabs this side and this side. So it's touching here and touching here. I don't know how good you can see it. It's touching right here and it's touching right here. It's not touching the front and it's not touching behind it at all. As you can see right here, that's all it's touching. And what I'm going to do, try to not be in your way, I'm going to show you, if you take your small needle nose pliers and squeeze those 2 contacts together, like that. That is now a tight contact, so when you put your Jones plug in, it will tighten up. And once you get this down, you can do it really quick. That's how all Williams plugs are. That's all you gotta do. These are very self-cleaning too. So once the Jones plug goes down into it, it scrapes all the way down and it will clean it. See now this one, it goes right there, and as I push it down, those contacts just scrape it. Ooh, I'm going to download that. Open link in new tab. I'll put that on my phone. What do we look like here? Oh, yes, I like that board dog. I like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm keeping that and putting it on my phone. But that, yeah, that is how all Jones plugs work on Williams. You can just squeeze them together like that, and that's perfect. And you remember this one right here? This is that one that was broke the other day. It's back together and it's working perfect. It was like broke on this side and broke on this side, and this whole piece was falling apart. Well, here's the Jones plug. Goes in perfectly, and it will pull it out perfectly. Ta-da! Nothing broke, it didn't fall apart or anything. This has been repaired with that E6000 glue that Dave's Arcade recommended. Oh, I'm going to do a board dog too. See if if that works. There we go.
Can I hit the button again? Or if the machine's doing it. I'll have to look back at the...
Yeah, that's awesome. I like doing that. So now relay switches, we're just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my buzzer and just go down all of them. We're going to buzz all these clean. And you can see how quick it is. There. The whole relay bank is done. I just got to go through and maybe reset a few. That'd be about it. But do I need to bore you guys with that? Probably not. But yeah, whenever you clean them, I suggest totally going through them and readjusting them, because you're gonna get some of them out of whack, like I did here. Some of them were kind of out of whack to begin with, honestly. I like having tight closed switches. That one's just like bent all up here. I really like having them as close as possible without them triggering each other. It's just this way I know once this closes in, everything is going to make a good, that makes your teeth hurt. Yeah, it does sound like a dentist. If I keep all these contacts close together, here's an example, my Grand Prix. I didn't have a lot of these contacts close together, so when I would hit a certain point, I think it was the hundreds, the chime wouldn't go off all the way, because the one that triggers the chime had a more open gap. So if I hit a bunch of 100 things right away, the chime wouldn't go because the switch was going back and forth so quick. So now I learned, tighten up all your contacts, make them as tight as you can closed. This way when this thing does close, make them as tight as you can open. This way when this does close, you're gonna definitely close all of them. And that's it, those are all reset. So according to me, according to you, this is all done now, because I'm not going to bore you rebuilding 2 more score reels, and I'm not going to bore you adjusting this bank, this bank, this bank, this bank, and this bank of Jones plugs. That is a snooze fest for you guys, so I am not going to do that in front of you guys. Instead, I'm going to move my camera and get this cord out of the way so I don't damage it. I'm going to show you my balls though. See? You guys can look at my balls. And the reason why I'm showing you that is because, let me get my chair back over here. These are all rock tumbled balls. Ultra Super Shiny. See how that is? You do not need to buy Ninja balls. Just buy the cheap pinballs, throw them in your rock tumbler, and look how shiny and mirror-like these things are. That's all you need to do. That's crystal clear shiny. The whole bag is like that. Look at that. You would swear they were like Ninja balls. You do not need to waste your money on expensive ones. Yeah, Dave always was trying to get me to do those noise suppressors. I heard some of them and I don't know, they work. I just don't feel like, honestly, just messing with them. So I don't do too much of that buzzer stuff. So I don't know. Yeah. So, travel time is back, everybody. It was supposed to be gone at MGC. Well, technically, it is gone now. I put a price tag of buy it now, you take it home, do your thing with it, and then for a little bit more, I'll do my thing to it. So why wouldn't you just pay a little bit more and have somebody just do the whole machine? So I get to do another travel time. So I bring 3 machines to MGC and I bring back 4. So the first day I dropped off Superstar, Flight 2000, and Travel Time. On one of the trips home, I brought home a Williams Vagabond. That is a refurbished job that I'll be doing. So yeah, I somehow left with 3 and come home with 4. All my machines work flawlessly until the last day, which the big spring that's on the score reel, the one that's on the top, that holds the plunger, so it can rest correctly and bring it back. Well, that spring decided to break. Flight 2000 did its usual thing where the ball doesn't roll down into the trough all the way. I even raised the pitch on it. It does it when it wants to, because I've played around with the thing for like a long time, and sometimes that ball will just go into the trough and roll right before the switch and dead stop. So a lot of pinball people don't look down there and they just leave the game. So I'll come by and give the game a little tap and then the ball drops down there. I had one lady, was that my game? Yes. I just wanted to make sure. I have a, between the flippers on Flight 2000 is a post, a metal post with a what do you call it, rubber on it. The ball actually dropped and landed right there, and it was just standing right between the flippers, and this lady's like going like this. I'm like, the ball's right on the post there, and she's like, where? I'm like, right there between the flippers. I don't see it, and I just pushed the machine, and then the ball flopped down, and she, oh, thank you. I'm like, but yeah, there's people there that don't know about pinball, so that's something we all gotta just kind of like deal with, the non-pinball people. So I'm like, it's right there. I don't know how she couldn't see 2 flippers, the post right here, and a ball sitting right there. I don't know how she did not see that. That is blowing my mind. Hey, what's his toes? Oh yeah, that's gonna happen with the flippers. And I didn't run into you at all anywhere, so you were hiding. I don't know where you were hiding, but I didn't see you anywhere. And trust me, I probably would have remembered your face if I did see you. So I only met you once last year. I think I would remember if you stopped and talked to me, but I can't remember. Or did I talk to you? I don't remember. But yeah, yeah, those flippers are gonna overheat and just all that heat, and they do get mushy. That's why you gotta buy that that weird fan kit for them to cool them. Super fan flipper kit something like that. My clothes are done being dried. Normally Sundays I wash my clothes. Sunday I was moving at MGC and I wasn't about to come home and wash my clothes. But if any of you are local in this area and you ever go to Champ's restaurant, get yourself a brunch burger. Oh, so good. I don't even want to go to Red Robin anymore. Sometimes the kids are like, let's go to Red Robin. I'm like, no. I'm like, that's like the McDonald's of hamburger joints. I actually like McDonald's more than Red Robin. You know, I don't leave there full. I mean, I got a gut on me and everything, but even though you get all those free fries, I just don't leave there full or satisfied. Yes, it's got an egg on a burger. It's got thick bacon. It's got the egg. It's got hash brown. The burger is actually grilled because you get that kind of like burger oil juice that comes off of it. You know, where you grill at home and you throw your steaks or burgers on a plate, and it leaves that like greasy, like kind of like powdered oil with little black speckles in it, where you know it was grilled. Yes, that's why I'm like this. I'm not gonna lie, that's why I'm like this, because I like food. That's why I have all these pinball machines, because I like pinball. So I'm fat because I like food, and my basement's full because I like pinball. But yeah, those burgers are so good. But yeah, if you guys ever go to MGC again, this is cool art. Really love this. I have a big one in my family room too. I just like it. It's like after the war is over. We're just starting to rebuild. So it's a crashed spaceship. There's a mother and her child in the thruster of a rocket. You can see that the helmets are on the ground. They're being used as lighting. But yeah, I love this art. This guy is awesome. I have the big print in my family room. I look at it every day and I'm just like, that's beautiful. I don't know why I find it beautiful, but it is. But anyways, so I streamed for about an hour. That's about what you're getting out of me today. Sunday is Easter, so if you guys celebrate Easter, happy Easter. That's about it. I went over my poor man's pinball garbage haul that I got from him. It's not all garbage, but I got a driver board. This he gave to me at the last minute. There's a belly coil in there. Yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Some posts and stuff like that can be reused. I bought a bag of fused pop bumpers. The reason why is because some of the pop bumper rings are good. There's, I think, 2 or 3 good pop bumper rings and 1 bad one. But the pop bumper's got all the guts on it too, which has the base and the spring, which are all good. So, and this was $10, and then I got 3 skate ball caps, which is good. This was $5. This one had 2 brand new flipper links in it. I don't know why you would get rid of that. 2 of these, brand spanking new. And there's no, yeah, they're brand new. They have no flex or nothing into them. They were used. I can tell they were used on a machine, but somebody rebuilt perfectly good flippers. There's nothing wrong with these links. They were on a machine. They must have bought a machine and did a like flipper rebuild for no reason. But yeah, these have no flex to them. So, don't know. And then I got some shooter rods. Because you know people think that these are handles for pinball machines when they move them. I've been going through those like crazy lately. Don't know why. Anyways, I guess that's about it. Are you still there, Dave, or are you gone? Oh, you gotta go. See you later. So, alright, I'll talk to Dave. I gotta see if he wants to get in on a parts order. Before I'm just waiting to hit send on it. But, yeah, that's it, everybody. Borg Dog, thanks for that link. I will put it on my phone. I'll put it on my phone. But, yeah. Can you post up that link again real quick, Borg Dog? Hold on, let me get onto Twitch. Because this way I can click it right on my phone. There. Hold on, let me get on. So yeah, can you put that link on real quick, Borg Dog, so I can snatch it on my phone? Otherwise it's a little pain in the butt to transfer it from my phone to my computer, but I can. But if you got it on there, I can just click on it instantly and save it. But if you're gone, you're gone. But anyways, yeah, not next Sunday, which is Easter. I'll be back. There we go. Come on. Where's the chat? Pop up. Pop up. Come on. There we go. There we go. Yes. Got it. Accept. PDF. Alright, cool. I appreciate it, Borg Dog. Thank you so much. Save the photos. Photos. Ah, there we go. Look at that. We got it. Thank you so much. Awesome. Awesome that you did that. Yeah, and I will be spamming the community when people are asking about this. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at that. There should be I think there's a 30-second delay on it. Somebody might have changed it. I don't know how to change it at all. I didn't set this up. Dan set this up, so I really don't want to change what he's got on there. But thank you. Thank you so much. It is now on my phone. And I guess that's about it. Take care, everybody. See you not this weekend, but next weekend we'll be working on some more of that triple action. So take care and later.